Hi, my name is Olivia. I started this channel recently because I enjoy cooking. I recently went plant-based this year, but my family still eats meat, so occasionally some of the recipes that you will see do contain meat products, but most of those can be substituted out for plant-based alternatives, which I will be eating. So without further ado, I hope you like this video. If there's anything that you'd like to see me make in the future, leave it in the comments down below, but let's get on with the video. In this video, I also don't think I mentioned that you're supposed to cook everything at a medium to medium low, just making sure that you're keeping an eye on it, stirring it occasionally, and making sure it doesn't boil over. Don't leave anything unattended in your kitchen, just as a solid rule. For this first recipe, you will need 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 large carrot, 1 medium bell pepper, half an onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 cups of chopped cabbage, half a can of water, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of cracked black pepper, quarter teaspoon of turmeric, which is optional, 1 plant-based sausage per person, 3/4 cups of peas, 1 tablespoon of marinara seasoning or Italian seasoning, 2 cups of pasta. If you do choose to use rice or quinoa, just cook them separately because it will change the cook time. We'll start this recipe by cooking up a plant-based sausage. I have it at medium heat in some water at the moment. I'm going to add a lid to it once it starts to heat up so it steams all over, and then I will cook it all the way through. While that is cooking, however, I will be chopping up some vegetables to prepare for the sauce. So once you have all your vegetables chopped, you can pull out your pasta and your diced tomatoes, and then you can pull your sausage off of the heat once it is fully cooked. Once the sausage is removed, you can add in your onion and garlic, lightly stirring them so they don't stick to the bottom. You can also add a dash of water so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan as well. And then you're going to cook them for 2 to 3 minutes, just so that the onions become translucent. So once the onions are translucent, you can add your other vegetables like carrots, peppers, cabbage, peas, can of diced tomatoes, half a can of water. Then give it a good stir so that everything is combined. Placing a lid on top to steam the vegetables while you chop your sausage. You can chop the sausage however you like. As you can see, I chop mine into coins. In a small container, you're going to mix your seasonings so that they're ready for your sauce. Half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of marinara seasoning, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of black pepper, quarter teaspoon of turmeric, which is optional. Pouring seasonings over your sauce, and making sure those seasonings are mixed in very well. Once seasonings are added, you can add in your pasta. Making sure the pasta is mixed in very well so that everything is coated. Once the pasta is all mixed in, place a lid on the pot and cook for 10 to 15 minutes. This is what the soup should look like once the pasta is cooked. You're going to serve it up, put the sausage on, and enjoy! In the next part of the video, it is a buttercup squash soup, and the recipe is as follows. For the second recipe, you will need 1 buttercup squash, 3 medium carrots, 3 small bell peppers, 6 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon of black pepper, which is optional, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, which is also optional, 1/2 vegetable bouillon cubes, 2 to 3 teaspoons of salt, and then 2 to 3 cups of water. The salt you can salt to taste. You can boil as much or as little water off as you would like for this recipe as well, depending on how thick you want it. You will start this recipe by scrubbing all of your vegetables, making sure they are entirely clean, removing any stickers from your peppers or squash, and then you will proceed to chop up the carrots, peppers, garlic, and half the buttercup squash. You will coat the vegetables in approximately 1 tablespoon of olive oil, making sure that everything is coated evenly before placing them onto the baking sheet. You will also want to oil the inside of the buttercup squash and then lay it face down on the baking sheet. You can bake the squash and the vegetables together at 325 Fahrenheit and cook the vegetables for about 20 to 25 minutes and the squash for approximately 30 to 40 minutes, and then you will peel your squash and chop it up. In a jar, dissolve the 1/2 vegetable bouillon cubes in 1 cup of warm water. In a food processor, chop your vegetables to the consistency that you would like for your soup. Once everything is chopped or pureed, you can add them to a large pot. And you can also add in the water from the bouillon cube as well as 1 to 2 more cups of water and mix thoroughly. Once it is mixed well, you can add the rest of the seasoning into the soup. From there, you can let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes or until it's at the consistency that you would like to serve. Once it's ready, you can serve it in a bowl and garnish it with whatever you choose. Here I have roasted squash seeds, some apple pie seasoning, and some maple syrup. I hope you enjoyed the recipes. If you do have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thanks.